Hey, anyway, la la, hello.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
FF episode 2655. I just found out the way to when people say, hey, did you ever see in that TV show?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Or that movie, this thing, and they make a reference and you don't know what it is. Just say, I never watched that show. That's all you have to do. It's so easy. Just say, I never watched that show. Or that movie. I think that your references are fallow and thicket. Fallow and thicket. Those are words. Just like Wilson Pickett would say in the midnight hour.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
You have the power to shut people up because they're making stupid references. Or if there are people that all they do is talk in references,
Mike's
that's annoying.
Daily
Yikes.
Podcast.
Mike's
Yeah.
Daily Podcast. Oh, Mike, but you watch a lot of movies and TV shows. I do, but I really don't watch what you watch. I watch a lot of Brit TV. Not that I'm proud of that. We watched a thing that, you know, the guy that plays Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. Mike, your references I don't understand. Well, Mr. Bean, pretty much everyone knows. Or just Google it now. I'll give you a second. Okay, there you go. He was also in Blackadder, Love Actually. He's got a funny little scene in it with the late, where's his name? The guy from that played Snape. Oh, I want to say Alistair Begg, but that's a pastor. That's a pastor that does sermons that plays on a radio station I work for. Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman. So what happened is that there's a scene with Alan Rickman, and he's buying in Love Actually, and he's buying a nice some kind of jewelry thingy for his mistress, and he's trying to do it while his wife has walked away in the mall. And Rowan Atkinson.
And here's today's podcast picture.
He does this great scene where he's fidgeting and ficketing and doing all kinds of stuff, taking forever to put the little present together and wrap it up. And Alan Rickman's like, oh, can we do her? And Rowan Atkinson goes, it'll only take the moments of moments. And finally he does it and rips anyway. Cafe anyway. Emma Thompson finds the wrong. She thinks she's getting that gift, but she actually just gets a CD of Joni Mitchell. And Joni Mitchell, she's singing. And the late great Basil the Boxer loved this song. I see my life from both sides now. Bring the wide barking. Anyway, Cafe anyway. She realizes that, he bought the jewelry for another woman, not her. And she's so mad. And Emma, she's crying. And she's such an amazing actress. And she's crying. And it rips your heart out, that scene. Richard Curtis wrote that. And he wrote a lot of great stuff, worked with Rowan Atkinson a lot. Oh my gosh. Why am I talking about a holiday Christmas movie here in the middle of summer? It's August. You know what it is? It's actually, if you're listening to this, it's August 11th. And that means it's National Sons and Daughters Day. Let's hear it for your sons and your daughters. You great parents, you. Don't you love your kids so much? Isn't that great? I know you do. It's also Play in the Sand Day. You know, somebody told me the other day, sons and daughters, children's today, they're not as strong and healthy and immune to stuff because they didn't play in dirt like we did in sand. And there's all kinds of like microbes and stuff that they were
ginormous
exposed to, that we were exposed to, that our kids are not. So that's all. Fascinating, huh? And oh my, I do not know.
Machi.
I guess I didn't get a thing for the 10th. That was for the 11th. So if you're listening to this on the 11th, woo! I guess this is all pretty meaningless what I'm saying right now, but I just find that it's fascinating. On August 8th, it was Global Sleep Under the Stars night. I guess people went out and slept under the stars. But I missed that day. I didn't do a podcast that day. Why? Because I was busy. I had so much stuff going on. You would not believe. Because what happened was, everybody got COVID. My COVID doesn't exist anymore. It never did. That's why the vaccines were useless and pointless, and we're just using the brain. I gotta be careful because a huge chunk of you believe that. But that's what happened. 2 of my employees got COVID. So one of them is someone that works every single day. That's me. I work every single day. This guy worked Monday through Friday. He went to Hawaii. Get this. He went to Maui. Wowie last week. He left, came back on Sunday. The fires start. He didn't cause them though. He doesn't smoke. He's younger, so he vapes. I'm kidding. He doesn't vape either. I don't think. I don't know. I don't ask. But it doesn't. I'll tell you this. I don't smell it on him if he does. Because if somebody vapes, I can smell it on you. It stinks. I don't like it. You get the pot, which stinks already, or the cigarette smoke, which stinks already. Then you add the flavoring smell, like the strawberry, ick. And then you add that water vapor smell, which smells like mold or mildew and ick. It's compounded ick. Oh, but Mike, it's better than if the smoke was in my lungs. And just don't even get started with any of that. Please. Try. That's your goal in life. I've just given you a goal. You're welcome. I'm one of those people that set goals for you. I'm like a coach. As we go outside a cafe anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth.
Anyway,
my point is that all my employees were out, except for one, the guy that does the mornings, and then he wants Monday off, so that made it even more difficult. So, to sum up, Mike's been busy as all get out. And everyone's been really fickle with him.
And now we return you to our regularly scheduled program with Mike Matthews.
Fickle, butter brickle. Oh, delicious butter brickle. I could go for that right now. I know it's a little free thought thinking, freedom of expounding upon words are just sort of flowing out of my head. But that's okay, because the point is that I kept going with the help of the guy that did the mornings, and I'll say thank you to him once we get through Friday morning and he'd been fickle with me there. I'm going to be thankful to him for all of his hard work, because so if they weren't sick with COVID, they were on a trip going far, far away from the Bay Area, where they'll probably catch COVID, because that's what the guy, when he went to Maui, he caught COVID on the plane, and it's on the rise again. So be careful with that out there, everybody. It's bad. I want to tell you something right now. I want to share something with you outside a cafe anyway.
The Fascinating Material Project. FM Project.
Somebody emailed this to me, and it made me think, and I'd like you to think. Think with me. First or last, which is better? Answer that question now, silently, in your head. Don't say it out loud. Okay, say it out loud. Say it to the person next to you. Roll down the window and say it to the car next to you. First or last, which one are you more for? Roxette or what was another late 80s band? Fine Young Cannibals. Now you can't make that decision. Roxette was amazing. Marie Fredriksson, it must have been love. What a voice. I'm spending my time Watching the world go by. That was a later hit that they had that maybe you don't know about. But Joyride, she said, hello, you fool, I love you. Well, of course, Listen to Your Heart. What a voice. And Fading Like a Flower. Did a great vocal track on that. We lost her too soon.
A fine article.
You silly, great, fat article.
And Per Gessel. He's the guy that sings You Got the Look. Oh, wait, I'm singing the Prince, The Look, with Sheena Easton. He sang, Per Gessel, what in the world could make a brown-eyed girl turn blue? Contacts. When everything I'd ever do, I do for you. And I go, la, 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 she's got the look. You know, she's a little bit dangerous. And all those other ones he sang. Roxette, what a great band. They rocked. I know. A lot of you don't even think about Roxette the way I do. Or get dressed for success. But that's what... So first or last is the question I'm asking. And Fine Young Cannibals, believe me, I can go on and on about them too. Johnny, we're sorry. Won't you come on home? We're caught in a trap. Drives me crazy. Good thing. These times are bad and they make you wanna cry. But don't feel sad. We'll get by. Baby, baby, don't look back. Why am I not singing any hip hop? It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Hip hop started 50 years ago. Sorry. Next time, I'm going to really, really do that. Possibly a little hip hop tribute. Here's my tribute to hip hop. Thanks, hip hop. That joke courtesy of Emo Phillips. Okay, so first or last, sometimes the first move is the most important. The first cut is the deepest. The first set in the gym. Now you're working out. You've done your first set. Look at you. You're working out. The first sentence. Well, now you're writing. Once you've written down the first sentence. The first call. Well, now you're in the game. Other times, the last move is the most important. The last brick. Now, the building is built. The last line of code. Well, now the app works. Or doesn't work. The last round of revisions. Now, you can ship it. The last sentence. Now you've finished a book. Okay, what do you need to focus on right now? First or last? Do you need to get started or do you need to finish? Thanks for listening to the podcast. Next show, it'll be the wonderful... Oh, wait, we haven't said hi to the wonderful guests.
Mike's Out of Left Field Recordings.
Recording everything captures actions that will never again be repeated.
But it turns out the last show that you were on, we were talking about snow globes. And you sold me a snow globe that had AI. But AI, by AI, you meant it was absolutely interesting.
That's right, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, the good chef supervisor, Mike Matthews.
Excellent. And thank you for being here. Do you have another wonderful snow globe that you'd like to debut for everybody? Show the world your wonderful snow globe?
Mike Matthews, I would like to show everyone my special Barbie snow globe, Mike Matthews. It's not in any way affiliated with the Mattel Barbie. It's of my friend Barbie. Actually, her name is Barbara.
Yeah, you'd be better off to call it a Barbara snow globe.
Okay, Mike Matthews, it's a Barbara snow globe.
Wonderful. But it looks like you shoved a Barbie in a snow globe, and there's water in it, and there's snow.
Mike Matthews. Way to spoil the surprise, Mike Matthews.
Okay. By the way, Barbie is also bringing interest to vintage dolls, the global phenomenon. Yeah, it's like past $1 billion, isn't it? The movie has given the dolls collectors market a boost. They're looking for vintage Barbies At eBay, the number of collectible Barbie signature dolls sold globally was over 500% amid buzz for the movie. eBay searches for Barbie Dream Pool and Barbie Convertible were up more after the Barbie's movie trailer release. Barbies from the 1980s and 90s with bright neon accessories similar to those in the Barbie movie have been bestsellers. Vintage Barbies, produced from 59 to 66, tend to be more expensive, believe it or not. While some dolls can sell for thousands, others are worth less than $10. I think the ones without heads probably would be the least expensive, pulling in the least money. Did you know? So kids are going back to school. If you're a bit more cost conscious this back to school season, you're not alone. 2023 will be the most expensive back to school shopping season ever. Spending expected to surpass $135 billion. And that's a lot because that's $24 billion more than last year. Families with children in elementary through high school plan to spend on average about $890. That's about $25 more than last year, and it is a new record. Families and college students are expected to spend an average of $1,367 per person, and that's more than $167 than last year. $167 more.
Whoa! Mike's Matthewsman Park.
The front panel will close automatically. Please remain seated at all times.
Magnification.
Electronics are another important category, with 69% saying they would be purchasing. Oh, I see. So clothes is the top of the list. Got it. 95%. Then shoes. Then electronics. And for K through 12 students, $326 are being spent for them, and $337 for college students. That's from Rob Black. He does a podcast that I produce called Rob Black and Your Money, The Rob Black Show. There is also a new Taco Bell menu item, Bong, or some people call it Toxic Bell. See, I gave it a plug and a slug. The grilled cheese dipping taco. Grilled cheese taco. That's it. Wait, isn't that already a thing? You put the cheese in the top. How lazy are people spending money on that? Gosh. All right. Well, look who else is here. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. We saw Barbie. We liked it. Yeah, it had a lot of singing and fun people in it. And it had that girl from Endeavor. Because I'm Floyd the Floorman. Yes, Endeavor, Mike, the girl from Endeavor. That's the daughter of Tuesdays. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Agent Tuesday. His daughter's in it, from what I heard. Okay. Well, I just want to end the show by saying Hayward is going completely off the rails. Hayward has lost it. Hayward is completely going to the shredded bits of ickitude. And I'm not just being fickle. The ickitude that it has reached is because the unhoused situation is out of control. There is no house for the unhoused. They're just walking around the streets, and they are crossing streets where they shouldn't. They are crossing streets where they can get hurt badly. I saw somebody today cross a 5-lane street. Yes, there are 5-lane roads in just regular roads, not freeways, not highways, but just roads in Hayward. Some guy just walked right across as slow as can be. I saw another guy cross like a 3-lane one, pushing like a shopping cart. It's bad. And I don't know what's going on. Like, if we don't have infrastructure, I know the haves and have-nots have gotten completely out of control in the Bay Area, and have been for quite a while. Have been with the have-nots and haves. It's bad. So just if you come to California, get ready. Now, I've talked to several people that say, oh, Mike, it's bad everywhere, all over the country. But in the Bay Area, you really see it. But what really needs to stop is people crossing the roads and not obeying traffic laws and just inviting the cars to hit them. Because that is, in fact, my insurance guy, he was interviewed by a local paper. And he said, yeah, this is such a bad situation. People are riding bikes in the middle of streets. They're getting on freeways and riding their bikes. They're just saying, I'm not going to get hurt. It's a video game. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to get hit. Well, you are going to get hit and you're going to die. And when you die, you're not only going to make your whole family cry, the poor driver that hits you is going to be crying. It's not, why are you inviting this? And did you hear today the suicide rate has gone up? I'm ending this show on a really nice, a real down point. But I just heard that suicides are at an all-time high this year. It's broken all kinds of records. And I don't know what is causing this. Is it the disparity of how expensive things are and we can't afford it? Or is it that we don't care anymore? We've lost all sense of caring. It's not, you would think with a movie being number one in the world, that's all about happiness or I don't know what it's about, but it certainly looks happy when you see the trailers, the whole Barbie thing. I'm not talking about Oppenheimer. That's the opposite, but that's why the two worked so well together. They were opposites. But yeah, the fantasy of Barbie contrasting with the realness, the sadness of Oppenheimer. But Barbie has won out.
You will travel into the incredible universe.
Why are people so depressed? I don't know. That's not my expertise. I just observe things and I pass them along to you. So I certainly hope that if you are down and depressed, and I'm now looking up the suicide hotline, so when I do this search, I'm only laughing because I'm searching it and now it's in my search engine and people are going to be, uh-oh, Mike, are you okay? No, but it is 988. Remember, they made the number 988. You can also call 911, but 988 is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is what they call it. So for the Suicide Prevention Network. Very important to know, and it is good that it is out there that people can call that. So there. And if you would like to call me to chime in about anything that we covered on today's podcast, it is 510-228-4640. And with more ways to reach me, it's A-Frame.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MikesDailyPodcast.com.
Email Mike now at MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!